Hidden deep underground, beneath thick layers of rock and steel, lies one of China's most secretive facilities, a mysterious subterranean bunker, where according to some analysts and rare leaks, President Xi Jinping conducts confidential negotiations with leaders of other nations. This is not merely a shelter against potential warfare. It is a symbol of a new Chinese era, a demonstration that the country is prepared for any scenario. While the rest of the world holds diplomatic meetings at open summits, the real decisions that may shift the balance of global politics are made far below the surface, where no random eyes can reach and everything is under total control. The bunker is reportedly located in a mountain range near Beijing, though there is speculation that multiple such facilities exist. What matters most are its colossal scale, self-sufficiency, and technological sophistication. This underground complex is designed to withstand a direct nuclear strike, survive a blockade lasting many months, and even operate in complete isolation from the outside world. Inside, it feels like another world. There is no sense of confinement, even though one is over 300 meters below ground. High ceilings, spacious halls, and glass domes with artificial lighting that precisely imitates daylight give the space an open and airy atmosphere. As you walk through the bunker, it is easy to forget you are underground. There are gardens with real plants, a theater, vast dining areas, and even private apartments for high-ranking guests. All of this creates not only a sense of comfort, but leaves a strong impression on those invited inside. Of particular importance is the command center, the heart of the entire complex. It is a vast hall filled with monitors, holographic displays, and analytical dashboards. From here, all bunker systems can be managed, global military activity monitored, fleet and satellite movements tracked, and contact with surface-level government structures maintained. It functions as a miniature state headquarters, capable of operating in full autonomy. Soldiers stationed at this facility undergo extensive selection and training. They are not just security, they are a special caste of warriors prepared to die defending the country's leader. They cannot be bribed, persuaded, or dissuaded. They are raised in conditions of absolute loyalty and ideological purity. They live in a heavily restricted zone within the bunker and are not permitted access to most guest areas. Their faces never appear in any photograph, and they never leave the perimeter without a special order. They are the shadow of the leader, his sword and shield, quite literally. As for Xi Jinping's own living quarters, they strike a balance between luxury and austerity. His personal apartment is furnished modestly, but is equipped with cutting-edge technology. One room serves as a meeting hall with round tables and large screens for video conferencing. Another is a private library with tens of thousands of books, many of which exist only in a single copy. There is also a relaxation area with an artificial waterfall, meditation rooms, Chinese gardens, and a space for traditional tea ceremonies. The guest apartments are designed to host foreign leaders and high-ranking representatives from other countries. People have stayed here whose visits the world never knew about. Not a single newspaper, not one analyst suspected that a member of the global elite had spent several days underground in China. All records of such visits are classified. However, occasional leaks suggest that this very place has hosted discussions on some of the world's most pressing issues: trade wars, spheres of influence, and agreements affecting the lives of millions. Interestingly, the complex includes a fully equipped medical infrastructure, its own clinic with operating rooms, state-of-the-art equipment, and an on-call team of doctors from all specialties. In an emergency, any kind of operation can be performed here. The bunker also contains a strategic reserve of medicines, vaccines, donor blood, and even rare biological samples. Everything is designed to ensure the survival of the elite and the continued governance of the country, even in the event of complete surface destruction. The food supply in the bunker is not only refined but strategically planned. Produce is grown in underground greenhouses with hydroponic systems. There are vegetable gardens, fish farms, and stockpiles of grain, meat, and canned goods sufficient for several decades. In critical situations, the facility can switch to fully autonomous food supply without compromising quality of life. Guests are served Chinese and international cuisine prepared by top chefs, some of whom have undergone special training and are only allowed to work here after a rigorous vetting process. Communication with the outside world is conducted through secure channels, satellite systems entirely under Chinese control. Every message sent from the bunker passes through an intricate encryption system and is verified multiple times before it leaves the facility. No one can intercept or eavesdrop on these transmissions. The security is that tight. And of course, one cannot overlook the political role of this bunker. It is not only a shelter, it is a demonstration of power. A visit here by any foreign politician is both a sign of trust and a reminder of exactly whom they are dealing with. To enter this underground city is to witness the strength, discipline, and ambition of modern China. It fears neither war, nor disaster, nor political upheaval. It is in places like this, far from cameras, flashes, and media headlines, that a new world order is being shaped. This is more than just a bunker. It is a symbol of a new era, where technology, security, and absolute centralization of power converge in a single space. There is a belief that Xi Jinping's bunker is not merely a military installation or a site for secret negotiations. It is, in essence, a kind of backup China, a miniature version of the state containing all the elements necessary for survival and governance in the event of a global catastrophe. Some refer to it as China's 21st century Noah's Ark, a place designed to preserve the core of power, knowledge, and the elite should the world above be wiped off the map. Inside the bunker, work is constantly underway to simulate crisis scenarios. Teams of analysts, specialists from strategic institutes, and military personnel operate around the clock to test potential developments: nuclear conflict, pandemics, economic collapse, cyber attacks, uprisings, and civil unrest. One of the most astonishing and closely guarded secrets of the complex is the presence of rooms dedicated to neural network-based future modeling. These contain quantum and neuromorphic computing systems that simulate political, climatic, economic, and demographic processes decades in advance. These artificial intelligence platforms can forecast potential conflicts, detect vulnerabilities in other nations, predict economic crashes, and even identify surges of unrest in specific regions. Some analysts believe such technology gives China a strategic edge in geopolitics. The decisions made underground are based not on emotion or speculation, but on data and probability. Another key function of the bunker is cultural and ideological development. In specially designated halls, closed-door lectures, seminars, and briefings are held to discuss the ideological principles of China's future. This is where strategies for soft power, propaganda, and technological and cultural influence abroad are crafted. It is said that Xi Jinping personally participates in strategic sessions aimed at shaping China's long-term image as a civilizational alternative to the West. The complex also contains a hall of history, a special space housing copies of ancient documents, artifacts, and relics of Chinese culture and history. This is a museum and archive in one, but not open to the public. Everything here reinforces the idea that China is not merely a country, but a civilization thousands of years old, and that the leader governing it from deep underground sees himself not just as a politician, but as an heir to an empire. And finally, in some of the most restricted corners of the complex are laboratories shrouded in secrecy. Rumors suggest that work is being done there on experimental technologies, new energy sources, biological defense systems, ultra-long-term autonomous life support, and even prototypes of artificial intelligence advisors capable of assisting in governing the country during extreme crises. This bunker is not just a fortress, it is the seedbed of a new form of power. A command center where nothing is left to chance. Beneath stone vaults and steel walls, the fate of not only China, but potentially the entire world, is being decided. And perhaps one day, the first command to reshape the global order will be issued from there.